people. Hi.
Hello.
Pre-show. What's up, y'all? Thanks
good?
for kicking it with us.
What's good, America? AKA the niggas in the chat.
I know y'all already gonna have the comments. Where? Oh, can you knock that mic off? Yeah. Take that off. How does that happen? How do we get rid of that? There we go. And then scoot yourself over.
This way? Oh, actually, this way.
Yeah, this way.
There we go.
You can still reach. It's okay. You'll be able to do your thing.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
But nah. Tommy's sick, so
Yeah.
got the flu.
Came down with the flu.
And you know what? I gotta take off. I gotta take off that crown I've given you. It's still in the reserve. I'm not putting it on each of y'all niggas yet. But you no longer have go out and get milk longer than Tommy has this year. So Tommy's been gone for milk for weeks.
I've been going for a while.
But
I don't remember the last time I've been on the show.
Oh, you were on the last time. Last time we did a Blaxcellence, you were on.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you were.
When?
Yeah, you were.
When was the Blaxcellence?
That last Blaxcellence we did.
That's with Corey, right?
Oh, you're right.
That was the last time I was on TV.
Yeah, but you were.
I did a Patreon, but
yeah. I was like.
Sometimes you gotta pull up and pop out.
Yeah, pop out and show them people.
Right. Yes.
Oh fuck! I cannot be. I told you I cannot be on the same cam as politics. I literally said this, putting me in a spot.
You're
putting me in a spot.
I just wore the shirt. I am not in any way endorsing this candidate. I just like the shirt, and I do consider myself relatively in my prime a hoe. So I mean, you got to represent for them.
Please do not put me in a spot going forward. I am really asking.
I got you.
Because I cannot be in... TJ's job is very much,
In politics?
No. I just can't even say it.
Top secret. You work for the FBI?
No, I'm just in security. I was like...
Oh, you in digital security? Me too.
Yeah, so...
Friends.
But mine's a little bit more, like...
Don't try to degrade my shit, nigga.
No. I was saying mine's a little more strict in the sense of like they're just like, hey, be cognizant. So I was like, hey, you know what?
I mean, if they look on your social media pages, they're very strict.
They're not gonna lose their crap over something,
right?
Because I can't control you. But all I can say,
I'll just make this disclaimer right now. My views are my views only. They do not represent the show, nor do they represent TJ.
That doesn't help me. They're going to skip. See a TikTok and I'm screwed. But needless to say, in other news, how's people's doing? I think I saw last time I was on was actually last week. So I saw Deadpool Wolverine. I saw
solid film, highly entertaining. I gave it a 7 actually, and that's watching it 3 times.
Yeah. You watched it 3 times.
Yeah, because I mean, people are busy.
You don't give. Have you given a 10? You don't give 10s. Are you that type? I don't think you are.
I don't think I've given a 10 on any movie. I don't think I have. I think the closest one was. Well, no, that's not even close. But yeah, I don't think I've ever given a 10 at all. Have you given a 10? Which movie?
I have. Sorry. Everything Everywhere All at Once is a 10.
That was close.
Yeah, that's the... And anyone who is like, oh, it's on the cusp, I think you're just wrong. But only because no one can tell me any movie that's like it.
You can't replicate it.
And that's the thing. You can't replicate it. It's completely unique. The only caveat is like, it's a multiverse movie and it does it better than any other concept that's done. So to me, I'm like, that's the last 10 I've given on show.
Raheem, I don't think anybody on this show, cast, I would say, is going to watch that movie.
Well, I actually
am sorry.
Well, I actually, and to get to that one, the other 10 I gave was, damn, I've given 2 10s. It's been that, and then the first Spider-Verse movie. I gave it 10.
The first one?
The first Spider-Verse movie.
Oh, okay, Miles Morales.
Yes, because I said there was another movie where when it came out, there was nothing else that looked like it.
Like that.
Point blank, period. Soundtrack amazing. And I'm also up there on the second, but I know that's more controversial. But I'm also up there on the second because somehow they made it look better. So I'm like, but needless to say, to get a 10 for me, you have to be and I don't know if it was you I was on this conversation with, but so many people do comparison sort of reviewing where they're like, this is like this and this. This is like this and this.
Right.
A movie that literally makes it impossible to do comparisons to has to be something that's
Absolutely.
for good or worse. Even if you're a terrible movie, if I'm like, I can't think of anything that's like that, you're still gonna get some points from me.
Absolutely.
But like,
it can go either way.
It can go either way.
Right. You can be a horrible movie. You can be a great movie. If it's completely different, the story is completely different. I can't compare it to anything else. Just completely different. And yeah, it can go either way for me. Yeah.
See, but there's very few movies that do. Everything's so cyclical. And I don't like to be the guy who's like, everything's just sequels and remakes, semicolon, whatever. And ideas and shared ideas are totally fine. We need rom-coms. We need comedy movies. We need buddy cop movies. Those are always going to be good. But to make it to the echelon of movies where you're like, you know, if we're talking about older movies that I would have given 10s to, City of God, right? Like,
I still haven't seen that. I know Tommy and you now recommended that.
Co-sign. It's one. Literally, it was considered one of my favorite movies. Not one of my favorite. It was my favorite movie of all time. Mm-hmm. That was before Everything Everywhere All at Once, genuinely, Into the Spider-Verse, which I've just seen more.
Yeah. Are you seeing the sequel?
For what?
City of God.
City of God. Okay, so look. I'm going to give it a shot.
It's on Netflix specifically, right? Or is it going to be in theaters?
I think it's going to be in Netflix. It's not a movie, I don't think. I think it's a series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's what's
interesting. Okay. That's going to be pretty intriguing.
Other than that, what else is there? City of God. Man, I really don't give 10s. And there's some popular movies that I don't give high.
I was going to actually ask you, is there a movie this year that have claimed close to a 10? Not just not an 8, but I'm talking about like 9, 9.5.
Let me show you what movie will come out this year. Is there anything that's up there for you?
No.
The answer is probably going to be no for me.
Yeah. I mean, as my gripes I have with Deadpool and Wolverine, I still gave it a 7. I know people are like, no, that's not right. I give it an 8 or a 9.
I mean, I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
I said an 8 is totally valid for that.
I think so.
And I think, and to have a trilogy where all of your movies are fine, if you, depending on how you felt about the other two, like I said, to me, I'm like, all their movies are fine. You've come out winning.
Yeah.
3 movies of like critical success, and the last one's still being very entertaining. Yeah, I give it.
Wait, are the last 2 successful movies this year so far has been Inside Out 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yikes. Y'all didn't see Harold in the Purple Crayon?
Oh, shut up.
You ain't see Trap? Not Divorce in the Black? Dune 2, actually, yeah. Dune 2 was actually the first movie that was successful. Damn, are movies just bad this year? I mean, outside of Marvel and any other anticipated film, I don't think there's any other movie that I want to see this year. Well, no. Maybe Wicked. Maybe.
Sorry, y'all. It's taking me a second to actually look at some movies, just to pull up So Furiosa came out.
That didn't do well.
I didn't do critically well. And I'm not a Mad Max fan. It just doesn't do much for me. But I don't hate on people who did. Challengers came out. I heard that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But there's so many memes around that, so that one's funny.
Okay.
Dude, there has not been anything that's really stand out. Imaginary, that was a horror movie.
That wasn't good.
Madam Web, which was critical for the opposite direction.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Despicable Me 4, which I think did well.
That just recently came out, right?
A Quiet Place 4. A Quiet Place Day 1.
I heard that was good.
Monkey Man came out.
I heard that wasn't good.
It was fine.
Yeah. Okay. It's on Peacock. Well,
For a first time, like I would like to see something else from him as a director. First time director, I thought it was fine. Needed more editing.
Fair.
The American Society of Mystical Negroes.
Oh man.
Yup.
Came and went, and forgotten. Jeez, man. Maybe the second half, quarter 3, will be better.
And I could totally be missing some things, y'all. Like
the Apes.
There's a Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, right? That came out this year.
Sorry, I just said the Apes, but you get what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. But Bad Boys came out, but these aren't like not movies that would be 10. There's nothing this year that I think. I haven't seen it yet. I'm a big fan of the Planet of the Apes movies, though. So
I love those movies too.
So the trilogies, I actually still think they're best trilogy.
Solid. Absolutely, they're pretty solid.
Point blank, period. Like just trilogy of movies. You know. But yeah, that's tricky. Yeah, there has been shit.
Ain't been a goddamn thing.
Damn, man, Marvel takes a break, everyone else takes a break, I guess. But that's what I'm saying.
I never actually got. No, I didn't watch the show, but I wanted to get your opinion on the whole Robert Downey Jr. situation with.
Oh, right. I gave it.
I know for those who actually watched the show, he already gave his opinion, but I was curious to know what you thought.
I said I'm not particularly. I'm not a fan of it, but in the sense of. Just he's such a particular character.
Absolutely.
Like if you're okay, so I don't mind you doing different characters in different like if he went to DC did some, if he went to somewhere else did some, I don't care. He literally was the literal poster child of Marvel. You're like the icon.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't do anything for me.
It doesn't do anything for me either.
And also you're under a like. For me, I like Marvel like Marvel characters are supposed to be a lot of people's like. This is my showground.
Yeah,
this is my level up.
Yeah.
For good or for worse, it's supposed to be like your level up when they do it right. Now, granted, I don't think they've really showcased some of their mainstay characters in a minute in a proper way.
Yeah.
But like when you think about it, back in the day, it's why shit. Chris Pratt. I mean, I even say Chris Pratt was cool, and Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have fucking Chris Evans. Fucking, and he was in other shit. And
right.
That took his career up. Chadwick Boseman, they were so like.
They moved.
You level up, even though I think they're incredible actors before. That's not what I'm saying. Like you level up from it. And
absolutely.
So, that's also where I like to see the stomping grounds of new people get an opportunity to like. Be that person, and Doctor Doom is huge.
Absolutely.
So I was like, I don't want you to retread. To me, what would have been crazy hype is fine. You can give Robert Downey Jr. all the money in the world, all that kind of stuff. That motherfucker can show up in one of these things. That's cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, it won't but now you've put it's like it was weird because it also doesn't like. I think the way I framed it was like they went into their safety bag, but really didn't because it's not a safety move. And I think he's an incredible actor. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm just like, it was just weird. And it's not enough to get me hype about something. I still want good writing.
But one of the individuals I actually thought could play Doctor Doom, he was in, I forgot his name. He's a Swedish guy. He played in Game of Thrones. I think he was part of the Lannister family. But I forgot his name. He's a Swedish actor. Not the guy that plays the Crow. Not that guy. No, but he's a Swedish. I actually thought he should have played him. I mean, there's so many actors that can play Doom that are great actors. Why did we settle on a recycled actor? It just felt as if they're just saying we can't let it go. We need a safety net. I felt like this was a safety net for Marvel in some ways.
That was the problem. It wasn't really a safety net,
well, he had to be because
it was a safety net in the sense of like, yeah, they're leaning back on an incredible actor,
right?
But it's not a safety net from the sense of like
the overall,
yeah. Like I'm like
picture,
y'all haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
People would be way more hype if if RDJ was coming back as just the character that he was known as. Not necessarily for a whole movie or anything, but there's a lot of ways to play off that. Like, he makes an appearance in Avengers. There's a multiverse of things out there. Have an emotional moment for somebody, some people. That's great.
What's this nigga's name? And he's gonna be on my damn mind.
But like, that's the tricky part. Like, it was just a weird thing, and then they were like, and people and. I don't think it makes it easy for the comic book consumer. And yes, before you get into the whole Tony Stark variant, blah, 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 shut up.
I don't want to hear that.
Okay? You don't need, like yes and no, okay? Like,
This guy. Jamie Lannister.
Oh, okay.
I thought he can play Doctor Doom. So, yeah, I don't really care. It doesn't move the needle. But am I going to see it? Absolutely. Why would I not just say, okay, well, I'm going to talk this big shit and it can actually change my mind with the writing? So I'm going to see it anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, my thing is, I'm not even negative on a lot of their casting decisions recently. Actually, I still think they have some very strong casting decisions. They just don't give these people room to breathe.
Yeah.
Like, I like Shang-Chi. Like, what is it? Simu Lee. Simu Liu, right? How do I say his last name? But I like Shang-Chi, like the actor for Shang-Chi. Yes. Like the actor for Shang-Chi. Problem is, he hasn't been in anything since Shang-Chi, and I'm like,
oh, him? Mm-hmm. Barbie.
No. What I mean by what I mean
like
in the MCU.
Marvel MCU. Got it.
Like in the time span they've taken between some of the characters they've established, which by now I should be loving and liking. The only character who I think, like, you know, of course, and the problem is the character that I think everyone is pretty much like, okay, cool, like no matter your opinion, I think everyone's positive.
Yeah.
Is Tom Holland.
True.
But he has Sony strings on him, so that makes it more complicated, right?
I will say this though, and yes, Badgie, sorry you missed me at brunch. Hopefully you do it again sometime, or hopefully to get that opportunity again. But it would be weird if they finish this film for Robert Downey Jr. being Doctor Doom, and Blade still hasn't moved the needle yet.
And that's not what's going to happen. They're going to figure out Blade in between now and this.
They're going to have to, because right now...
And I mean, a lot of people are feel twisted about Blade getting pushed back, delayed, all that kind of stuff, because production halts are... But I actually support Kevin Feige when he said, he's like, if we don't feel like it's going to be a good movie, we're not releasing it.
Right.
Because they can't fuck it up. And to be fair, like... I think it's long enough. Spoiler alert. Deadpool and Wolverine validated again, like, you know, hey, Wesley Snipes, and they have a lot.
True Blade.
I
get it.
Like, and he's like, and you know, they're like, hey, got a lot of respect for that character.
Yeah.
So I'm. People are so, like, I'm like, hey, I prefer whatever you're trying to do. I still think it's. That said, that does not excuse some of the things where I'm like, you can make enough money and enough moves to make this happen.
Absolutely.
So figure.
You telling me that Marvel can't shove out any good money to get like what Ava DuVernay or what's the guy Ryan Coogler, or you telling me they can't shell out any money to find a good writer, good director to make this film? That makes absolutely no sense.
But and then, you know, that's the delta, because I just they really, I think what the MCU has needed is just. They just need a cast of characters that they've built up for a while that have just reappeared and like consistently. And honestly, they had the formula down. Like that's the problem. They had a really good run where they were like, you know, the reason why RDJ worked was because he appeared a lot. The reason why,
absolutely,
you know, like all those characters worked is because they appeared a lot. Yeah. They still have some of them around who are still strong characters, right?
But it's time to usher in a new era
and then validate it.
Yeah.
Now, granted. And there's a lot more pieces in the corner, and so I think the Fantastic Four movie that's coming up is a great opening for that. Like,
absolutely.
And so, and I better like, and look, I know people don't like. See, I'm like, to be honest, Marvel, I'm cool with you having more movies if it's like I want an F4 release next year, and then I want that sequel the next. I need that shit back to back.
Back to back.
I need you to make me like these characters like that.
So while you have F4 going on, you have Agatha.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, great. I mean, and, you know, they already committed to it, so whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess there's some characters floating that I'm like, hey, I think it's been too long of a gap since Shang-Chi, because that's just, that one really critically gets me, because I'm like, okay, that's a great actor. I think you're doing it.
Absolutely.
Blade should have been out, because then,
been out.
You know, you could work off that. Deadpool's got his thing, so that's fine.
Yeah.
And then the other kind of thing in this mix has been the X-Men situation.
Mm-hmm. But which there's no news on that, so I don't expect anything to maybe 2025 until we get news on that.
And that one's a little trickier because X-Men isn't one character you're casting. Like 15 of them fucking like, and you gotta get them right. Yes, shit, that's a thought.
Boy, the day that happened, I'm telling you.
Because X-Men, because I mean, I said this on the last time. It's actually one of our TikToks. I was like, hey, look, they taking their sweet time because the movies.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were like, how come the X-Men haven't come out? How come they? Because then there are 15 of them niggas they gotta get right. I'm sorry, all right.
We gotta get this right first before we move on to that. We're still in what, phase 4?
Yes, that's the problem. But then also, you know, there's other characters that they should be leaning into a little bit more right now. D. Strange needs another movie. Because I actually think, again, the characters who I think they've done right, they still have right.
Yeah.
Like, the only person who I think most people are like, dropped the ball, and I think it's probably a direction thing, has just been Captain Marvel, and that's a totally objective thing, but they also just have not set her up for success. So.
No, but actually, I think this new not Captain Marvel. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, the Marvels kind of left on a mixed note for me, but I don't know. I feel like that is a series that they can actually put on the back burner more. Also, real quickly, I do believe who's this? Bransdale? Bransdale said, not the Bransdale. The Ricardo says, is it Ricardo? Ramen? Hibachi. Does anyone remember the Blade series on Spike TV with Sticky Fingers? I couldn't take that serious. He got that lazy eye. Blade don't have a lazy eye. Blade got two perfectly good eyes. I can't believe Sticky Fingers is no fucking Blade. No. That was a horrible show, by the way. Who is this? Dwarf is on. First time chat. And this is what you do. Letting the niggas know that you flatulence. Okay, you're flatulent.
I just farted. Great, good for you, King.
Good for you.
I think they were put into a situation because, and I still say it to this day. I said it on the last show too. The Chad Bowser situation really, really screwed him up. And that was beyond their control. But Chad was definitely a safe place to be their poster child.
But I feel like they can't mess up X-Men. Because if the success of X-Men 97...
No, they can't.
You can't fuck that up.
No,
if you drop the ball on that, then yeah, there should have been no relinquishing X-Men to Marvel Cinematic Universe at all. They should have just kept it at Sony.
No, that was Fox.
Fox. Yeah, Fox. Sorry.
No, pause. I'm not even going to justify that because Fox fucked up X-Men too. So, Fox fucked up. No,
yeah,
stop
did.
it. Yeah. No, they did. They did. Point blank. They got Hugh Jackman right. Where's Cyclops been for years?
He's been in Westworld.
Listen. I feel like that again. You gotta get That's why I said the X-Men. They can't afford to fuck up again. But I also have a little more faith with that because I feel like X-Men 97 was a little bit of not a testing ground, but almost like a let's do a litmus test. And it broke shit. It broke records.
And it did well.
Very well. Good writing.
Absolutely.
Great animation. Whole nine to board. Cool. Now you've got it set up. Now you know people want the X-Men. People like the X-Men.
Now we respect the slam.
And I actually, to be honest, I'm not worried about a casting for Magneto or for Professor. That'll be fine. Not to say no matter who you get, but I want to see y'all get the other characters right, and not Wolverine. Give a fuck about Wolverine, all right?
One time they get it right was in the Deadpool movie of his height. That's it.
And I was like, look, I've been on the Gambit way. I am one of them niggas, and I was mad about
That's the big question. So, seeing Gambit in this movie here, do you believe he deserved a movie?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Why not? The person themselves who's Gambit.
Yeah. A solo movie by itself.
Well, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Sure. Yes. Something.
They gave Elektra their own solo movie.
Yes. Yes. I was like, yeah. Fucking yeah. Sure.
Right.
Also, people were like, oh, that's his accent. I'm like, that's actually a true South. That was actually on point.
Really?
That's when I think people were like, some people who haven't talked to someone from straight up Bayou, they were like, oh, Ryan Reynolds making the joke of I don't even know what the fuck you're saying.
Right.
No, that's a real you'll listen to somebody and be like, I don't know what you're saying.
And it was true it was canon to the actual show because that's how he actually sound. I was just like, perfect. Now, do I think he deserves a movie? That's another story. I just don't think he is that big enough a character to say, I want Gambit to have a solo movie. No. But I think he should be included moving forward into a lot of these X-Men movies now.
No, I don't, because okay, look, because he was on the plate of getting his own movie, that's why I said he should have just got it.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, Fantastic Four.
Bad or good, huh?
Bad or good, right? That said, there are other man. The problem with Fox was that they just said, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's it. And then they didn't realize that.
He fucked that.
First of all, Nigga Wolverine was barely an X-Men for a while. That motherfucker, like, he left.
Yeah.
They talk about it all the time. Wolverine be like, I mean, I get, like, it took the fucking teeth pulling, and then he was part of the crew. There was niggas there before that. Two, y'all gotta do something about Cyclops, all right? I don't even give a fuck about Cyclops, but I just need y'all. And I don't need Jean Grey to be the storyline focus for a little bit long, all right? Push off that Phoenix shit for a little bit, because I just got Dark Reed. I don't need that. Damn it, you got me back on these X-Men.
Wait, but the real question is, was Logan the best Fox movie or X-Men movie that they had left?
I personally like First Class, but
I do.
Logan is up there.
Yeah. I thought, because I kept thinking...
It's conversation 1 and 2.
What was the last movie that Fox ever released for an X-Men movie that was actually good?
If you don't count any of the Deadpool movies, then it's definitely First Class or Logan.
Fair.
Yeah, because I like First Class from the sense of, like, as an X-Men movie,
yeah,
First Class is fantastic.
They let Cyclops go.
Man,
I gave him the can.
I'm just trying to, like, look, make me give a fuck about Cyclops. Make me give a fuck about Cyclops. Come on.
You didn't care about him the last time?
I just like, no. Why? None of the movies have made me. They killed him off in X3. Make me give a fuck about Cyclops. I just want one time where I give a fuck about Cyclops. Is it that hard?
I don't think they even give a fuck about Cyclops themselves.
No, X-Men 97 made me give a fuck about Cyclops for one episode. And then they made him cheat mentally.
Right. They're like, really? This is where we going with Cyclops. But, I will say, I actually did like this Cyclops in 97.
Oh, yeah.
Because in 95, he was annoying as fuck.
Or like the previous series.
Yeah, but in 97, I love that guy. I love his attitude, and I appreciate that. But
well, no, he has a line in there where he's like, where I was actually like, okay, getting a Cyclops, where he's like, man, y'all motherfuckers are testing me. I save your ass every day. Why you asking about my children? Right?
Don't even speak on my fucking child's name.
Yeah,
okay?
like that's exactly what happened. So, but yeah, I needless to say, there's a lot of things they could do with the X-Men. There's a lot of opportunity that they have. And I just want to make sure that when they do the X-Men stuff, make sure it stays as the X-Men for a while. Don't solo out someone.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
You. If someone does real well, give them some spin-offs. Give them a little spin-off. Give them a little spin-off. But don't do some solo shit. All right.
We had enough of that with Logan. But I'm just saying.
No.
I don't want no spin-offs. Let them be X-Men. Let them be together. No spin-offs. No nothing. I don't want it. They fucked it up already. I don't want it. Okay. I want a solid X-Men film. Now that I think about it, is the Marvels the only film that actually mentioned X-Men?
Yes.
That's a...
But okay. I still, well, technically Deadpool Wolverine counts. So, but still, I'm okay with that. Because take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, they gonna fuck it up.
No, take your time with the X-Men. Take your time with X-Men and make sure you get the casting right. And if you need, and if there's some black X-Men out there that you need, you got two here. I don't know who we fit. Boy.
We'll be some action.
I talk like I'm from the Bayou if you want to make me Gambit.
We just the kids in the halls walking Big Xavier School. That's all we do.
We got the books. Yeah, they be like, y'all trying to go on this mission? I be like, who? Me?
Not today.
My tuition fees are still getting paid for. This is high. Yeah, y'all on scholarship. I'm not.
We are not on the full ride.
Y'all on Xavier scholarship.
I was told I was getting a scholarship for football. Ain't no fucking football.
Yeah. We're in the sports.
Man. That's where I excel at. God damn.
It's like shit. They said mutant. I thought migrant, dog.
Right.
I'm like shit.
Looking at the sign, be like,
yeah, that's about right.
Xavier School for mutant.
Mutant. No, bro. That's what I'm saying. Nah,
Ricardo, you was dead ass wrong for that.
They need a story about the X-Men background characters. Them niggas be like, what's your power? Shit. Why you asking me? I thought
I know how to balance a checkbook.
Yes. Finance.
Right, finance.
Nigga keeps this shit going.
I pay for these lights. Yeah. That's what I do.
Bro, you think Professor X got this shit on hold down? I do. Finance.
Jeez.
No, but yeah, no. they have a lot of tools in their kit, a lot of characters to do, and I think the first thing step in that direction to me, and this is all excluding that elephant of a person in the room who just threw a wrench into all their plans, and they had to second scramble dash and give us this just to make us. I think Captain America is the first kind of movie in a hot minute where I'm like, all right, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's just see. They've had a while to get a lot of this feedback, and a lot of, I think people were like, I don't think the feedback would kick in until this next wave of movies that are coming out. So in the same year they're doing Fantastic Four. Let's see where Captain America goes, and it feels very self-contained. So
actually, it
feels like the most Captain America movie in a minute. So
yeah, and I actually really do want to be excited for it. I actually do like I forgot his name, the actor.
Anthony Mackie.
He's actually an incredible actor. Way overdue for an Oscar, but I'm actually excited for this Captain America movie. I really am excited for it. So we'll see where it goes, where Marvel takes it, because right now you're on a high with Deadpool and Wolverine. Let's keep that high and go elevate it even more with this new Captain America movie. We'll see how that goes. And if that Captain America movie sucks, you will hear from us three Blaxcellence on the next show, okay? For sure.
Look, I think Marvel knows. Don't fuck up the Black Captain America.
Please don't.
We don't need that.
Please don't.
And
we're only melting into the X-Men more and X-Force movie in the future.
Hey, there you go. Get all superhero talks out the way. My way, it won't be about the show today. And who knows? We'll get, what is it? The Black Captain America?
Okay.
What's good? Oh, wait, my bad.
You're fine.
Hey, throw it up. What's good, y'all? We are here for an episode of the Blaxcellence Podcast, where we talk about everything black related, black people, black folks, and celebrate the amazingness, talk about the foolishness, but just be as authentic as we can. And
I'm trying to get
unfortunately, someone's out there getting milk, aka sick. Boy, I still have my other, how do I put it, co-host, dependable Mr. Man himself. Jordan, what's up?
I'm trying to get my Trump dance right. Is that how you do it? Is that how them Caucasians do it? As you can tell, I am a hoe.
No. We can't tell. No, look at that right now. You had that in the pre-show. We had a conversation.
Hello, everyone.
What's up?
How are you guys doing today? Welcome, America. Is it America? And if it's America, it's like 30 people. 30 people watching the show, and hopefully it grows. How are you guys doing today? Happy Thursday.
We always address the people who are here. But it's more than 30 when you go into the other nets.
Absolutely.
Lots of people are out there who watch us. Which people are the loyal ones? They're the ones who get the special love. They're the ones who get to decide what the show is half the time.
Yeah.
But today, we're not getting near political foolishness.
Oh, no.
We're actually here to talk about all the other stuff because there's more news out there than just that.
Yeah.
And
niggas do more shit than politics.
Oh, man. You're right off that. But no, Twitter's got some cool stuff. What I mean by cool stuff, I mean, a lot of people been chit-chatting.
Oh, absolutely.
And I said, let me dip my toes into the cesspool. Let me dip my little piggies down there, Let me see what's in there and understand and pull up some news articles, some stories, some things of a random variety that we could talk about. Actually, heavily a lot due to the Olympics. That's also being.
Absolutely. Oh, my God. What a game today. I thought the USA men's were going to lose today, but.
No, hit pause. We're talking about that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So, lots of things to talk about. But, before we get into any of that.
Yes, before we actually get into that.
What do you've got going on over there?
As we are in a very, I wouldn't say divisive time. It's coming to the politics, or just real quickly, that we're coming up on the election, the debate, et cetera, and you got multiple shirts out here that says, women for Trump, black women for Trump, Latinos for Trump. You have the white men and white women for Harris. You also have the hose for Harris as well too. But here's my question: what happens if you don't side with neither party, and you want to wear a shirt and you want to participate? So, I have a nice little shirt over here that Tommy Jr. is wearing, and I think the shirt is gonna say. Pull it up here. The shirt is called "Niggas for No One." So, the name of the shirt. We selling on the themexcellence website is going to be saying "niggas for no one" because you don't represent nobody. This shirt is going to be available in this way right here. You got your own personal tape that comes with it, a paper, and it says "niggas for no one." So if you want to buy this shirt, it's going to be on the themexcellence website for $40.
Get that off. Get that off my screen. Get that off.
Y'all don't want this "niggas for no one"? Well, my man's gonna be sitting right here representing that shirt. Come on in, brother. How you doing? Fresh tea?
What up, Justin? Get that off my screen. Off my screen.
Venmo? Yes, Venmo.
No, time out. If you're gonna do that, then it has to be Cash App. But, but what I will agree with you there is
not food stamps, nigga. Where we at?
What I do agree with you there is there's just so much of like it's unfortunate because like oh my god, there is a fly in this bitch who is flying with power, flying with like gusto. I'm like,
please,
get that man
away
out of here.
It's too much.
The snacks are in the other room. I actually left. But no, but I think there has been too many things that are in relation to politics that have been just coming out. Like it's been the only thing that floods the feeds and whatnot. And there's been so much other news and cool shit that's happening. That's why we want to talk about it. And so don't worry, come over here, talk about. Doesn't mean talk about some funny things, but hopefully we'll be leaning on the side of some other news you may have missed. Some of the Olympic stuff that's been really.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. He didn't tell me what the topics are, so I'm just going in blind, which I actually prefer. But if it's some wild shit, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be the day.
It should be wild. It should be wild. But first and foremost, someone, because in the pre-show today there was some comic book chat, and we were talking so much about an MCU. No one talks about DC. DC just has to show what they're doing. Here's my comments on DC.
Just cavalier with it.
They're working on their homework. We'll see what happens. Their animated stuff is still top tier. And I want them to continue on with the DCAU. There was a certain universe of the DC like animated stuff that I really liked, and I want them to continue on with that.
Agreed.
I also was I'm actually on paper saying I don't care much for the Joker at all.
Really?
No, just point blank period. The Joker as a character, because it's a Batman and Joker are overdone to high hell. Semicolon, however, if you want to know some of my favorites, just since we're on the DC topic real quick, the Joker from Batman 2004.
Anime?
It's the cartoon. That was the one who.
From The Batman?
The Batman.
The one with the dread.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. That was my favorite Batman too.
Not the best of Joker.
Yeah.
The best Joker. That was the one who was putting hands on Batman. They were boxing. Can't show anything because right. But if you've never seen Batman, you want to watch a Joker with some gusto. Got a little swag. Man be in the back. He was ready to box from episode 1. That's the Joker I like. And it's the most wild out there. They got him actually looking like Gremlin hunched over. It's a really cool interpretation.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. When you get wild,
beady eyes, red. I love
red.
That.
He does not look human.
Yeah, he does not.
But it was good to see that. I was like, that was a cool Joker.
Did you see the new Batman
movie?
The Cape Crusader, the one that's on.
I have not seen it yet.
Okay, it's actually pretty good. Surprisingly, it's actually pretty good. DC showcase of Catwoman's peak.
Did someone say like? Sorry, I'm playing catch up. I'm not seeing Cape Crusader. I'd like to check it out.
Absolutely.
And someone said, "Why am I wearing a hoodie? Is it hot in Texas? Because I can, and I'm born and raised in Texas. Like I'll be all right. I don't just go out there like it's not hot inside."
He probably gonna go home and take a shower and be like, "He's fine." Okay.
Yeah, yes, Rasta Joker. That
was
is how I like. He was the best one.
Oh yeah.
But also, I'm just a fan of, if you're gonna give me another adaptation, they have the perfect combination there. That Bruce, to me, that's also that I don't think that Batman gets enough credit. To me, that's like the balance of Batman I really liked. He was straight up a player, but he was also new, figuring things out. It was dark. Was not afraid to, like, and I think Batman the animated series was
So
dark,
like
but-
Batman with Robert Pattinson, that type of Batman.
Yeah, it was like a younger. Well, no. The younger Batman in the Batman 2004. That was who I was talking about. Like the younger Batman.
Yeah.
He was younger, figuring things out, and his rogues gallery. Wait, like we actually put hands on him, and I said that makes sense. Makes sense. That why he like I want to see some. I want the Penguin even threw hands back and was winning and something. I was like, damn, Penguin out here cooking.
Which, by the way, the new Batman, the Cape Crusader, Penguin is Lady Penguin. So they actually reverse, I think, small roles. So they made Harley Quinn, Asian, and she's also a lesbian as well, too, which I was like, okay, nice. I see what you're doing. And then, of course, Catwoman has an original suit, but it just how they actually redid some of these characters, I give it A+ for that.
Well, I'll have to check it out. And funnily enough, my favorite current superhero iteration is a character I really didn't give a fuck about. My Adventure with Superman is still fantastic.
You watching it too?
Yes.
I actually like it. I got into 3 episodes and it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's a Superman that I'm like, I like you.
Right.
You're nice.
You're relatable.
And you're relatable and
Yeah.
you're figuring things out.
Yeah.
And you got anime power. Shit was great.
right. I was like, man, this is a very good episode. I was okay.
No, so I'm a little farther ahead than you.
Okay, fair.
I got to catch up on the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Or last season. But I have watched season 1, and I said, hey, it's a great show through and through. And the most I've liked Superman in a minute. I liked him in the DCAU, where he, oh my gosh, like in the first movie, I think it's Justice League War or something. Needless to say, he comes out, he's beating Green Lantern and Batman's ass. And he's like, what do you do? And like, I like that Superman too. But yeah, no, this minute, like, I'm not a Superman fan.
Same.
But I liked that.
Have you seen the Superman in the Injustice film? There's an Injustice film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Superman too.
Injustice Superman is cool. I mean,
He's an asshole.
yeah, like, I like Injustice, but that's not Superman. That's just Injustice, and Injustice
Yeah,
is
it's a whole different. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't think
But I would
bad.
take that Superman to be that diabolical and a dick, and I was just like, I like that one. All it took was going full wave to the suicide.
But no,
Yeah, these robot designs were actually sick.
and then also the other Joker that I really like is from the Harley Quinn show. That one is I don't know if you've seen it,
Oh, okay. I know you're talking about. It's been a long time I've seen
but
it.
they do a funny, like, well, I mean, I like the Harley Quinn show in
Yeah.
general. I think, what was it, season? I have my own qualms with it, but for the most part, funny, do good interpretations about some characters. But that Joker, like, he's like a married man, in, like the suburbs, and and he literally has a line where he's like, no, I'm still crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill people, but I'm just gonna kill for my family.
Right.
That shit was so funny to me.
That makes completely a lot of sense.
Like,
There
and
we go.
hearing him bitch about, like, how do I put it, like, like, complain and go out there about things in relation to, like, PTA meetings and shit,
Yeah.
like, was just hilarious
Yeah.
to me. So again, I like when DC had this tendency to be super dark. Wanted all their characters to be super dark, which is justified in an apocalypse storyline and a Injustice storyline.
Oh yeah.
That's not all I want from DC. Not only need you to be hokey jokey, but that's not what the DC I grew up on was either.
I need a more format similar to Peacemaker.
Yeah, like or just have fun with it.
Yeah.
And Batman's not got to be up his own ass. I mean, shoot, I love Batman the Brave and the Bold in terms of like interpretations of Batman. That was like full on throwback to the 80s,
Yeah.
70s Batman, who's like more hokey and funny and just like, that move will carry shark repellent.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm gonna see the same characters, right, then just give me creative
Liven it up.
adaptations.
Absolutely.
And then I still think same point. I still think they need to do some work on their, auxiliaries.
Like
When they were dominating, it wasn't just the Batman show. It was the Batman. Like, don't get twisted. It was the Batman, and they had the Superman cartoon. But then, really, in the midpoint period, it was Justice League, Static Shock, Teen Titans.
They expanded
and
more.
And it was cool because you had all of these pieces there, and that's why so many kids have grown up and been like that's how you knew there was a black Green Lantern. That's how you that's how you knew, like, you know, Static Shock had an episode where he was with the black Green Lantern and him, and he was like, good episode. Like, you know, there was stuff they were doing that was so cool. They just need to get back into that a little bit.
That's the one I was actually like, I hate using the word like, but that's the one I was, when I saw a Green Lantern be black, I said, wait a minute. Is this one of those, Hollywood trying to be diversified? But look it up. I was like, I did not know that Green Lantern was black.
And they didn't.
Surprise.
And they didn't treat it like they made it seem normal.
Right.
They just were like, yeah, that's the Green Lantern. He goes about his day. He goes, like, they had an episode, like, or part of an episode where he goes to get, like, a haircut in the, like, hood. Like, he's like, I gotta go to my barber, get a haircut. Like, do the whole nine. It was really cool to grow up with something like that where it was just incorporated in the nomenclature. And you had that, like, they had that, Static Shock, and then you had Cyborg and Teen Titans. You had a whole slew of character representation. If we're talking about black, but just in general, it's really dope. And so it's a slice of life in my DC. Yes, because the whole point, and I kind of breathe on this explanation that I heard a long time ago, and I think it resonates. DC is all about these super gods and super people trying to be human, and Marvel's very much more so these normal people trying to be superheroes, or more normal than most people trying to be superheroes. And so my DC characters, that slice of life component is very important.
Oh yeah.
Or that day-to-day, or just seeing how they interact. And they have such a, again, I think in terms of an animated universe, DC handles it like 100%. And they just need to start incorporate. I think everyone has said it, like, bring your animated writers into live action if you're going to do it that way. But if you're not, whatever. Give me some more animated shit. Let's get back into some of that cool.
Absolutely, Serenity. Young Justice have Icon, and they also have, I forgot his name. I don't want to say Aqualad because that may not be correct, but he's the brother that's similar to Aquaman. I forgot his name, but yeah, I actually found out about Icon. I didn't even know anything about Icon. I didn't know they exist, but apparently he's an uppity black man. That's supposedly like the black version of Superman.
There's also Aqualad. He's black. Young Justice.
Yeah.
Have I seen the Suicide Squad Isekai? I actually have seen some episodes.
I have not, but I know it's on my list.
So that got a lot of hate because it was just an Isekai and it was Suicide Squad. And I was like, that combination is not interesting to a lot of people. Semicolon, however, it actually has one of the funniest shits that has made me laugh in, like, recent time, where it's about Deadshot, right? Deadshot.
Yeah.
Treating this guy as, like, just an asshole. And this shit is just so funny. I was like, that's outlandish. Not completely caught up. Some of the aspects of the storyline I don't give a fuck about. But it also has one of the funniest endings I've ever seen in my life. In terms of, like, the act. You know how anime has openings and endings? Every episode? Has one of the funniest. Have you ever seen the ending?
No, I haven't seen the show at all.
You haven't seen the ending?
No.
Well, I'm gonna show you. And I'll I don't think I can show it, like, on the actual screen itself because, again, WB. But man, they got Amanda Waller busting it down in there, dog. It's just so funny. I'm like, why they doing this?
Busting it down.
Yeah. No, I'm not even kidding you. They got, like, and this is when I knew these motherfuckers do not care. Well, actually, time out. I'll just have to tell Key to cut it in post. So let me make sure I'm marked.
Please don't talk about Mr. Terrific. I saw those images.
Oh, Mr. Terrific.
That is pure blackface.
I do not like the curve. I was like, what y'all doing with Mr. Terrific? But I like Mr. Terrific, and I'm glad
I do. Highly intelligent individual. Yeah.
They. So yeah, let me make sure I note this one. Cool. They got Amanda Waller going at it, King. Buzzing it down. Oh, what y'all doing? What we doing?
Wait, keep going. Oh. Okay.
Like, don't try to make.
So I'm watching this tonight.
Don't try to make Amanda Waller a sex figure, right?
Good. Jesus. I'm watching it tonight.
No, she got her buzz. Did I say bad? No, she was hitting it though.
She was hitting it, yeah. She in it.
Bro, why did they do that? There's no reason. There's no reason.
Well, that's kind of similar to you guys telling me about JoJo. What was it? Season 4 playing Jodeci. Season 5 playing Jodeci.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did they do that? Just because he liked Jodeci.
Just because he liked Jodeci. Why not?
Fuck it.
But cool. That's all our comic big talk for today. Let's flip the script and go into some shenanigans. I'm gonna start from like some really cool Olympics related novelty. And actually, you alluded to this first one today. So
Yeah.
So if you haven't been on the Twitter, if you have not been on the interwebs, I know that fly.
This nigga got a death wish, man.
I mean, that fly is going at it.
Oh my God, the food is in there.
Like, I don't know what he's out here for.
I know we scrumptious niggas, but
Get out of here, man.
But get out of here, man.
No, hold up. Let me search it up. So, if you haven't been on, there's a certain pedigree. Pedigree. That people are holding a certain team to.
Absolutely.
And if there's any chance that might not happen, we're screwed. Because there's a bit of context here that I'll share afterwards. But Team USA had a semifinals match today against Serbia. And as some people put it, only time they could beat Joe.
Honestly, look, Serbia had a shooting squad. I mean, but
Serbia came to play.
Bogdanovic, but he was lights out from that first half. If you haven't seen it, treat yourself. Go to Peacock if you have it. Rewatch it again, or go to YouTube. I'm pretty sure the highlights. But that first half, Serbia was lights out from the 3-point line. Lights out, and we had no response to that. But was it a game? That's the only way they can actually beat the Joker. That is truly true.
And how do I put it? You know, the Team USA was down, actually double digits in the fourth, right?
They cut it down to 12, and then
double digits in the fourth, and then they came back for an insane comeback. So Serbia, you need to learn how to close it out. But the reason why people are so much hanging at bated breath around this, and do you know the context for this one? I'm pretty sure you do. So back. I want to say, was it earlier this year? I think it might have been last year. I'll put it on you for a second. Noah Lyles.
Did you hear about him?
First of all, yeah, he won.
No.
But we'll talk about that in a bit.
Oh, okay.
But, and actually, thank you, CNN, for having me down. The Noah Lyles NBA players beef. So last year, thank you. Noah Lyles essentially came out and said,
World champions.
You're world champions, right? Why do they think they're the world champions?
Practice.
You gotta, be on a world stage to do it. Now, I know a lot of people feel some type of way about that because they're like, hey, the best players in the world play in the NBA, therefore, they are the world champions. Because, a lot of U.S. sports call themselves the world champions.
Absolutely.
And granted, again, some things where it's like, they don't play the sports elsewhere. Football, cough, cough. That isn't played elsewhere. But the World Series for baseball, the NBA championship is called World Champions.
Yeah, they also have the World Champion. I think it's called FIBA or FIFA, something like that. FIBA, where it's actually the World Championships for basketball. They have that. But yeah, there's a lot of sports that actually do have world competitions. Track and field.
No. I was saying that, for the U.S., we call ours World Champions.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
So there are world championships for those things. That said, because the U.S. has the tendency to do that, I actually agree in the sense of should just be national champions for the most part in most sports because
we are dominant.
I'm not saying we aren't. But that's what the Olympics serves for.
Yeah.
The Olympics, to me, that's the delta.
That's the gauge of how we compare to the rest of the world.
No. Yeah, the Olympics serves literally for the point of this country is the world champion. That's why I feel that type of way. Right. Because truly you're building the best players from across the U.S. and putting them together and saying our country's better. And we've won for years. So I'm not disagreeing in the sense that they can claim to be world champions. Team USA is dominating basketball. I think the NBA saying it is where I'm like, technically speaking, that's what the Olympics is there for.
Right.
I also have a problem with the World Series because baseball is pretty prevalent in other countries.
True, but we don't actually play those other countries when it comes to.
So same note.
Yeah.
I'm
Fair.
like, hey,
Fair.
it's a nomenclature thing for me, but I can understand why people feel the way they do on it. So Noah Lyles had that beef. He said, hey, look,
No, wait. Further context. This is when there was a World Championships for basketball, and we did not get gold medal. And this is where the comment comes from, him saying, World Championships, we're not that good, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, so carry on. Sorry, I want to give further context to that.
No, actually, I think for that, I don't think it was for that World Championships.
It wasn't?
No,
Okay.
No.
Okay.
He was saying it because he was at a competition in relation to track and field. It was World Champ. Like again, similar thing. But I can also understand, like, we're living in different realms. For track and field, the highest stage is a world stage.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, and so his realm of thinking is a little bit different. But to that point, he says, you know what, the thing that hurts me the most is when I watch the NBA Finals and they have world champion on the head. World champion of what? The United States. Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but it ain't the world. And I don't disagree with that statement at all.
Fair.
The U.S. does have a tendency to be U.S. only. I actually have a big thing about that. Different conversation for a different Blaxcellence. So, needless to say, when the Team USA was looking a little shaky today, oh man, Twitter was on fire. People were getting hyped up. You even got, Travis Scott out here getting hyped up for all our scores because
that was him. Got it. And that's Quavo. I think that's Quavo.
Yep, that. And look, they've got the folks.
That is actually another small story with Joel Embiid. But keep going. Sorry.
And people already, for a lot, they were excited for this win.
I was too.
And hey, it was a good win.
You heard me yell a lot of pussy ass hoes.
That said, ooh, did I kind of want Serbia to win?
Why?
Not because I want Teams USA to lose. Because it would be way funnier.
Oh yeah.
It'd be way funnier if we lost. I don't want Teams USA to lose. I want us to win as many. I don't have that much patriotism. Like, this is alright, but like, I'm not a big basketball. Like, I like
It's
basketball.
50-50. Yeah.
I like basketball.
Yeah.
But I'm like sitting there. I'm like, I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna lose anything for Team USA to lose. That said, it would have been funnier, and I'm ready for something funny because US has been dominant in the sport, and as Team USA has been dominant in this sport for a very long time. So more international competitors continuing to kind of put the fire under the belt makes for a more interesting competition.
Yeah.
It makes it more for an exciting basketball champion. That's why this game was so entertaining because USA was down, which rarely happens.
Right, because they've been pretty much having like a 20-something lead at the first half. So yeah, here's the thing. They do play how can I say this? They play the home team Saturday. And that is going to be an even bigger game because now you have the home team playing in front of their home crowd. You are, even though they still consider you the favorite, in my mind, you are the underdog because not only do you have the home team, you have the crowd. You have the 12th man, which is the crowd. So we'll see how they play on Saturday. I think it's going to be a great game. I think France is going to come with it, even harder than Serbia. And I think USA cannot have the same start they had this year. They cannot. Or in this game, they can't have the same start. Because if they do, France is going to steamroll all over them. So we'll see. Cross fingers, we get this gold medal, but it's going to be a great game Saturday.
But I also, I know it's going to be a great game because, France being in the final, that's a big, big deal.
Absolutely.
But again, I usually lean for a funnier outcome.
You diabolical ass.
It's funnier. It would be funnier. That's just it. It'd be funny, and the memes and stuff that come out would be funny. So, but it would only work if the person who put the curse, who put the jinx on them, would also be able to stand on his own. And so, speaking of the track star,
debate. I got it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And again,
I get it.
Noah Lyles is the meter Olympic champion. Gold by 0.3 milliseconds, seconds? Something like that.
Yeah.
Some crazy
ass measurement. Yeah.
And this sparkled the...
Yeah, he looking for a parlay. Motherfucker shit.
I am trying to make sure the excellence can survive. Got groceries to feed these flies, all right? I gotta get some things. Y'all trying to parlay, shut up. Okay, can't gamble in Texas, but if I could, I would. Excuse me, themexcellence does not endorse any form of gambling unless it's on podcast with me.
Come in with a FanDuel shirt, nigga. Yeah. Please advertise. Right. Please sponsor us.
Yeah, hose for FanDuel. that's the shirt.
That's my new shirt, right?
But okay, yeah, by 5/100ths of a second. But that was an incredibly close comeback victory.
Absolutely.
And I want to take a couple steps back here because I almost wanted this whole episode to be almost an examination on black athletes through the history of the Olympics. But actually, we'll save that for the end of the Olympics. Okay. And maybe do that when we have Tommy here as well. I got a lot of topics to talk about with this.
Well, you better hurry up because it's about to be over next week.
Oh yeah, we'll figure it out. I don't think anyone will complain about it.
Right.
That said, first of all, are you? And I want to gauge. I should ask this at the start. How are you around Olympics time? Like, what is, feelings, thoughts?
I don't really care for the beginning. I don't care for the opening ceremony. I don't care about none of that. I start to get more excited when it's close to the end because at the end, you get track and field, you get basketball, you get the sports that I want to see or the disciplines that I want to see. But, yeah, the opening, normally in the beginning of the Olympics, I don't really care. No. How about you?
I think I'm similar.
Okay.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the biggest Olympics person, but I will be hard pressed to say if it's on TV or if I'm watching an event, I'm fully leaned in. Absolutely. So if it's on, shoot, get me in swimming. I'll be a person who's like, ooh, that's kind of cool. I think it's incredible, and I think more sports should do something like this, where it's incredible to have a world stage where people are able to compete, and countries that you barely ever hear of have an opportunity to have their name put on the center stage.
Absolutely.
And even then, if it were a real world, I'd say wars should be fought via the Olympics and some sports and things like that nature, right? I mean, if it were a friendlier world, because I think that's the best stage to really showcase a lot of people's skills.
Absolutely.
I also have a personal qualm with the Olympics, just being the fact, I think athletes, if you're on the world stage, I don't think, and you get a gold, I don't think your livelihood should ever have to be a concern. No. But, I think it's cool to have an opportunity to have people just who've trained their entire lives and it only happens every 4 years. And if you get into one Olympics, you might not do it again.
Absolutely.
It's just a cool concept. And so, super stoked about that. That said, here is that, I wanted to showcase it real quick. Here's that photo finish.
Can I also say this, time out? 9:72 is pretty fast time. I don't think anyone is going to beat Usain Bolt's record. I think that's going to stand to the test of time. No one's going to beat that record. He's 6'5" and he gallops. He strides. He don't sprint.
I'll show a clip of that.
Yes, please do.
But no, that's a different conversation.
I know.
Let's talk about who's playing right now. Right. But as you can see, people thought, at first Jamaica got the win, which Jamaica usually wins out or does very well in sprinting. And Noah Lyles actually got the win because of a photo finish. Yeah. So in track, it's not your foot that's the defining factor. It's the lean, it's the torso. Mm-hmm. Of course, that opens up the gate with a bunch of different controversies in terms of the win. I get why it's torso. Because, but I also think that they're,
I think whatever body part comes first.
But I can also understand that too. The reason why I get torso, the reason why I get the torso rule is technically right. You can stretch out your foot and stride just wins out with all of that.
True.
If you have a good stride, but that's just point in the name of the game. So it's a tricky one to where I don't mind nuance. The reason why I say I didn't mind it so much here was because most, I believe this was the Jamaican runners' first Olympics.
Yeah, it is. And by the way, Jamaican men haven't did well since Usain Bolt retired, but I digress.
But to that point, I believe a lot of veteran runners came out and said, like, that's kind of the difference between someone who's been doing it for a little bit and someone who hasn't. They know the lean.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
there's like like if it's, I think the reason I'm not so salty on it is because if it's incorporated as part of the technique of how you run.
True.
Where you have to switch out at the end. It looks like everybody did it.
But at the same time, why do they teach them to lean? Like, why do they? I get the torso part, but if you're running, I'm leaning. The head comes before the torso.
Well, no, I think it's anything. I think it's anything above. I'm not sure if it's just head.
Okay.
I think if you're I think if you're leaning your head and torso, I think it's impossible to just we're not fucking
Stick out your
chickens.
chest.
We're fucking book out like peacocks and some shit. I don't think we can do that. But so Noah Lyles ended up winning, and of course, everyone who's been in the middle of this basketball,
went all downhill from there.
The basketball Team USA Noah Lyles competition. You're like, thank goodness he won because he can't be talking shit if he didn't win. Problem being, today he got third.
Oh, so let's get further. I don't know how further context you are, but
and actually to give some context here, we're back on Twitter, and this is the reaction from Twitter. Where they're like, NBA Twitter, all cheering like the Kangs at the end of Ant-Man.
Jeez Louise, man, leave him be.
What are you doing?
I think I'm trying to get rid of this goddamn fucking little thing in the way. It's like ridiculous. I think I pressed the wrong button. Anyway,
you
go ahead.
pressed the wrong button.
It's broke now. I'm just kidding. No. I can still see the last message being Ricardo.
Yeah.
But
set the context for us.
So Noah Lyles gets third. Now here's the reason why that's so significant. Noah Lyles started in the 200. That was his thing. That was his discipline. And people had him winning gold. He didn't start to get into 100 until later on down the road. So when he won this, I wouldn't say it was a surprise because, this 100 is kind of open field. I didn't know who was going to win this 100. But when he got to the 200, they noticed something significant. He was wearing a mask. And they didn't know why he was wearing a mask. They were like, maybe he's an illness, he's sick. So he gets to the 200, and he gets third place. Now, the person that won it was, I think, from, what country is that? It's from the islands. Not the Caribbean, not St. Lucia. It's one of those, but got first place.
From Listil Tobago. Man, that's one of them African countries I'm not.
He said,
Botswana. Is that a country? No, Botswana. Gotcha.
Botswana. So
I almost had a heart shot. I was like, I'm pretty sure I know most of the African countries. I never heard that.
But yeah, he won from Botswana. No one expected him to win at all. Benedar got, I think, second place. Yeah, he got second. But it turns out Noah Lyles got the COVID.
Which, if I'm losing that race to a person who had COVID while they ran, I need to evaluate some things about my sprinting habits because, look. Second, I'm with you, Calamity, because people hopped on to Noah Lyles. They're waiting to see him fail.
It's nasty work. If you have COVID and you still medal, that's nasty work.
Beast.
That's a beast
performance.
That's a beast. Give him credit for that. But I think on the flip side of that, because that was his initial sport and he got third place, yeah, I can see why NBA is like, yeah, fuck that dude. So
I don't, because motherfucker got at the end of the day, he medaled in multiple things.
Yeah, he did.
That's two things. That's multiple things. That's two.
There's nothing wrong with third place. I'm just saying from the perspective of NBA Twitter, they just like, oh, you didn't get third, oh, you didn't get gold medal. So that,
but he did. That's the thing. It's like you can't.
Well, he did, but
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He did. Point blank. Period. He got a gold medal. That's the argumentation. Like there should be no argumentation other than motherfucker won gold.
Not at all. And then, he deserved it.
And then did third while sick. While sick with the lung attack, bro. COVID is no joke. If you've never had it, it is not something you can run with.
Time out. He got gold and bronze. USA hasn't medaled yet. Now, if they lose, they'll still get silver. But the thing is, with this team, you can't expect less. No one expected less from Noah Lyles. He got sick. That happens. But you can't expect less from USA. With this squad here, you can't do that. So getting silver is still going to go Noah Lyles' way. You know why? Because they're not the best. They're not the best team in the world. They're not. So NBA Twitter, pump your brakes. It ain't over yet. You have to win one more game. And there's no, to me, for this team, for this sport, there is no second place, especially with how this team is constructed or structured. You cannot do anything less than gold medal. That's all I'm saying.
Also, man, people like to shit talk someone who's an Olympian. Also like
y'all niggas at home putting your name on orange
juice. A lot of these people who be complaining about Olympic stuff, I'm like, y'all at home. I'm not sitting there. I'm shit.
Mind your business.
Again, I said I want Team USA to lose in basketball because it'd be funny. The memes will be hilarious.
You talking shit?
But y'all wishing a man's downfall for winning.
Y'all talking shit packing FedEx boxes. Shut up. Y'all ain't nowhere near on the level of Noah Lyles. Shut up.
And again, his quote wasn't crazy. He just said, I like the US, but we're not everything.
Yeah.
Other countries. And that's okay because it's true. Also, I don't understand why people get so patriotic around the team. I'm like, don't forget where we are. All right?
We're still a team at the end of the day. God damn it.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I
was about to sing Proud to Be American. Damn, you done interrupted that.
Yeah, no, I said, we still in the U.S. I mean, shit. This is not a time. I mean, country still don't like me very much, so I said,
make me sing the Pledge of Allegiance, nigga.
Yeah, like, bro, everyone come around the Olympics.
All of a sudden now we become patriotic. Man, shut up.
And the Rockets red, like literally crying. I'm like, where was this 3 months ago?
Lip quivering and shit.
I'm bursting. Bro, I'm like, all right, look, calm down. It'll be all right. No Lyles, shout out to his performance. Shout out again.
Absolutely.
That's GOAT status to me when you have COVID and perform as well as you did. Again, if you've never had COVID, I could not imagine running on it. And we have people that we know who are who've gotten it and recovering from it, and it takes you out for weeks. No, I'm saying that's the people we know.
I'm just kidding.
But no, people we know, and it takes you out for weeks. It's not just a one and done.
Yeah, it takes you out for a while. You're down for the count for a bit. Hey.
But needless to say, spinning the cup.
Oh.
And this is more positive because she is the certified GOAT when it comes to her events.
Who? Hurdles?
Not hurdles, but she's the certified GOAT when it comes to her event. And I don't think there's anyone else to do it.
We talking about Sydney?
No, Miss... hold up, where is she at? Miss Simone Biles.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her.
Well, that's a whole thing. I know what you're doing there. And that's what Twitter hates. Because anytime that she wins, they bring up her man. They bring up her man. Because, so, I don't know if you... do you remember... Okay. So, here's the context.
Okay.
Basically, and I'm not defending the guy. I don't care. But, basically, when... let's see.
So much been going on. I'm like, who are you talking about?
No, this is old.
Okay.
So hold up. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Long story short. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
So what about the lovely Simone Biles, the most decorative medalist or gymnast in...
So it was a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
How in the hell did you pull Simone Biles? Really, how she pulled me, man? That's the question, man.
Lord.
Simone Biles' husband, Jonathan Owens,
So I was like, sir, I wouldn't
and
go
the
on
pro
there
football
saying.
player shared how he
Saying all
felt
that.
after she first...
Like I said, man.
Oh, yeah, I remember this interview where he didn't know who
It
she
wasn't
was.
until they started...
And So
stepping out together that Jonathan realized just how famous and beloved his leading
I'm
lady
dating
is.
Lil' Kim.
There was all these moms, and they're there with their kids, and we walked past, and everybody stopped and just, kids are like shaking, and it's like, oh my God, and I'm like,
To me, I'm just
so
Something he doesn't get.
something he doesn't get. Now I've gone. I think I might have said it on the show.
Yes, Ricardo.
But-
Proud of them as well too.
But I said I don't think it's outlandish to not know an Olympian
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
But now she is actually the how do I put it? I think she's the highest holding medal maker. And I think, that's. But if you ask high school going into college week, because I think it was around college when they met. Yeah, college when they met. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't know who the 50 people are. Michael Phelps, Usain Bolt. Those are like the two. I would know Usain Bolt for sure. I know Michael Phelps. But those are like the names.
But the name was quite big at the time.
But what
I guess the argument that you're making is saying that at the time that they met, her name was big, but it wasn't on the same level as those two that you named?
Yeah, like I would say, like I would say they weren't at the same to where, like, if you talk about Simone now and you're like, again, she's a history maker.
Yeah.
Dominant in her field. But I don't think it's outlandish to be like, because to be fair, before Simone, who's the next biggest gymnast
Now?
that you can name?
Sonny Lee, Jordan Biles. I think that's the only three that I can name so
Cool.
far.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like gymnastics. It gets a lot of great marketing when it comes to outside of the Olympic time frame. So that's what I'm saying. I think it's not
Okay.
impossible because I think she was like a 1 or 2 time winner in her event. But
No, she was one a lot of.
she had one. She had one. I'm not.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're
she
saying.
was like-
It
she
wasn't
was-
enough for people like, oh yeah, I know who Simone Biles is.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, that's an athlete, and you're like, okay, cool. Not to take away from her, like she's super big. super
Okay,
talented.
Mr. Solitude guy, Jordan Chaos and King.
But what I'm trying to say is, I don't think it's impossible to you to be in a place where you wouldn't know who that was.
That's fair.
That said, I'm assured you, sir, that you probably Google searched or did some. I don't know what happened on that, but I think did other things in that interview to play off that. Or I was like, okay, because you said too much, you putting yourself. But so Twitter, anytime Simone's around, they love to bring it out. Her boyfriend, who's also an accomplished athlete, he plays for the Packers.
Husband.
Thank you, husband now. And they still bring that up. But Simone's crushing the game, and she's had a couple of things that have happened that have, I guess, brewed some thoughts. First and foremost, I
love that picture.
of course, we're highlighting the win for another competitor. Of course, that lovely picture. That's an amazing picture, right?
I love that picture.
It's a really sweet pic. Controversy.
Why?
Because people like to hate. It was the cornerback for someone on the Bears who was like, why would you be leveling up your competition? And it's like, because they're on the world stage.
She had the best scores.
And you can give props to other people without it derailing what you've got going on.
Absolutely.
She also got beef with, what is it? I forget her name all the time.
One of her former teammates.
Yeah,
and the other Michaela jumped in and was like defending her, but one of the Michaelas, her former teammate, was talking trash about her. And I was like, girl, bye. Get the fuck out of here.
Bitches is mad.
Sorry. That's exactly what the internet is saying.
Bitches is truly mad.
And so when you bring up Simone Biles, she comes with a litany of different things, but she's an incredibly talented gymnast. I mean, literally the best of all. If I think I can say it verbatim, the best of all time. Super accomplished in, her accolades. And I don't know if she's going to perform again.
Well, she'll be 31 by the time the next Olympics come around in LA.
And being a gymnast is super hard on your body. Being an Olympian is not healthy. By the way, it's not let me rephrase that. Healthier than me, but it's not healthy on your body because it's literally pushing your body to extremes. It's why a lot of Olympians bow out after shit, I won. Oh shit, I went to the Olympics one time. I'm not doing that again.
That's a lot of training. That's a lot of mental fortitude right there.
So I would personally think that, honestly, if she decides to hang up her medals after this,
She's good to go.
I think she's definitely deserved it.
Yeah.
Deserved it more than most, and is up there in the echelon of those athletes I'd named before. Because the Michael Phelps, Usain Bolts, those timeless athletes that just came in, revolutionized an event. I mean, shit, Michael Phelps made swimming interesting.
Made it fun.
It made it fun, and you'd be like, that man eats pancakes till, like, bro, he was like eating 10,000 calories. That's what I'm saying, it's not healthy.
Yeah, my man's living his best life right now.
And meanwhile, Simone got her haters begging her to stop the cyberbullying. Yep.
Michaela? Yeah, that's the other Michaela I was talking about. You're talking about Michaela Maroney, who was a part of the Olympic team that won, I think, gold a couple years back. Michaela Maroney defended her, but this Michaela, somebody said in the chat that she was talking about the teammates and not her. But
I mean, don't talk about no one.
Just don't talk about no one. Yeah, you're right. That's your teammate still. That's your former teammate, but still support him. Jeez.
Needless to say,
Hey,
you had a request, and I am going to do a little bit of a sidetrack.
Wait, can I point out one story that I thought was actually interesting?
Yeah.
We had a little hood booger running the 400. I don't know if you heard the name. Quincy Hall. And if you can pull up that race, because I thought that race was the best race so far out of the entire track and field to me. What a comeback. You talk about the Noah Lyles one. This one was actually better. So Quincy Hall.
Tom, I've been in a couple of Olympic finals.
Okay, hold on. You good.
World Championship finals.
This is the reason why no one's going to touch Usain Bolt. 6'5", just a long stride.
Ever look like the moment to be able to compete.
And this wasn't at the Olympics, by the way. I don't think so. I think this is a World Championship, or was it Olympics? Oh, it was? Oh, shit.
There's the start, and Bolt got a good
great start. Right Look at him.
Off a foul. Bailey's there too. But here's Bolt. Bolt charging to the front. Gay's coming, but can't catch him. Usain Bolt.
See, there was no photo finish. There was no question. There was no ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay. That is crazy. And he broke the record fucking in 200 too.
Beast in his craft. Literally. That's why I say it's like, man, I mean, I'd love to be in track and field star just because, I'd love to be a track and field person.
Same.
Wish I could run like them. Yeah. But
that's taxing on the body.
And shout out to you saying that's crazy.
Just to be that tall and that fast. But yeah, Quincy Hall ran the 400. What a race. If you can bring that up for everybody to see who didn't see it, it is currently on YouTube on the NBC Sports channel.
Dead center of your picture right now.
It's Karani James and Matthew Hudson-Smith who are running the best batch.
Can I pause this real quick? Yeah. Man, you want to talk about running the 400? Absolutely not.
Sprint.
Absolutely not.
No.
You get me for 100 and that's it.
And a 200 maybe.
But no, you get me for 100. Fuck that curve. I hit one of them curves. That's like a speed bump. I'm on the ground.
I can't even turn my body to run that way.
My knees are going out. Listen, y'all want me to drift? Listen, y'all want me to hit
You want me to do a human drift?
Hell no. Fuck no.
Quincy Hall is digging deep. Quincy Hall is running past all of them. Can he get there? He does.
But did you see? That's why I revalidate the.
Wake up with delicious O's.
Cheerios?
Boy, they like, two niggas talking about sports. Let's talk about cholesterol.
Yeah, why they looking at running and not running?
Let's get you started.
Yeah. Well, you know that shit.
The algorithms are shady.
Yeah,
they're shady.
They know a little too much. I need real cars.
I know these niggas cholesterol.
But did you see? This is why I validated the lean. Like, they all were doing it.
Yeah.
So, to me, it's a technique thing at this point. That said, that's an incredible finish.
Love that race.
But I think those are the things when we go back to the Olympics that just make it so cool. It's like, you have all of these aspects that are,
they create stars. Let's just start there.
It creates stars. It creates opportunity. To me, track and field is one of the, not baselines, but you can go to a global stage for being fast. Isn't that cool?
Texas Relays is one of the biggest track and field, Texas relays and pin relays. People
don't know about
They
Texas
don't know
relays
about
like
track,
that.
but I knew about Texas relays, and I mean, every superstar or majority of superstars go there. It is a big event. It's not broadcast on TV like the pin relays are, but the Texas relays is a big event here in Texas. It is one of the big, next to UT football, yeah, and basketball, but it is a big event here specifically. So yeah, man, if you haven't been to a Texas relay and you're in Texas, please do yourself a favor and go. At least one time. Just go. You will have so much fun in the Texas relays. But sorry, go ahead. You was about to say something?
Man, I can't. Hold up, I can't even. Bro, sorry, what's your Twitter like? Look, come here. You gotta come around here. I can't even show this because I ain't gonna get got. You can't say it on the air. It's not crazy. It's nothing like pornography, but it's not. That's all. I was like, is that crazy? Sorry, I was so thrown off. Yeah, you should crash out, sir. I'm crashing.
What is going on today?
If I ever got a text like that, I'm crashing.
Quit. I'm clogging out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm crashing.
Why would you put that on Twitter?
I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Why would you? You ain't gonna catch me slipping like this. Nah, I'm good.
In the professions that we are in?
Hell
Excuse me?
no. Hell no. Hell no. I ain't gonna have my dignity out there online like that. Absolutely not.
Look, I'm a scoundrel, but I'm not that stupid.
You wasn't gonna disrespect me in public like this.
Send me a screenshot of that.
Yo, I got you. I'm literally.
I saw the first 3 sentences. I said, no.
No.
We're not doing that.
That said, I'm gonna do a little pivot.
Okay.
We're gonna come back to the Olympics. Don't worry.
Okay.
There's more sports to be had. But also on Twitter.
Okay.
That I learned. So.
Black Twitter. Let's go.
Thank you, Twitter, for helping me out because a certain man, certain individual, hold up, that I'm certain you're a fan of his music as well.
Don't you start. Don't you start.
Yeah, come on. I'm certain you're a fan of his.
Yeah, come on.
Thanks brought to us by the lovely members of TMZ. Nelly was arrested for possession of ecstasy in Missouri.
Put that picture up again. Boy, don't he look like he missed a few chromosomes?
I said, can't say that, but no,
He just had a baby.
well, why would you do this, Nelly?
Look at that picture. Look at the picture.
That's someone who knows they did something wrong.
That's the Black Justin Timberlake.
That's someone who knows. Actually, yes.
He finna ground.
That's someone who knew they did something wrong.
Oh my God, Nelly, that is not a flattering mugshot.
Not a flattering mugshot. Like I said, if I've got to have a mugshot, depending on what the court, but like if it's a possession, like if I write a mugshot, which I shouldn't have, but if I write a mugshot, I'm gonna at least make it present.
I'm gonna smile.
No, I'm not gonna smile. I'm
the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna be like, look, this is like I'm not gonna be on the internet webs.
Not my people.
That said, how do you even?
You say you got arrested on what?
Ecstasy possession. And I was like, that's some.
Does he not realize who he is?
I was like, first of all, okay, so. Where were you taking this ecstasy to where they just had a... Second of all, what were you doing? Also, how did this happen? I just need to understand a bit more on how this happened because you have enough money to where you shouldn't have to drive.
You shouldn't have to be doing any of that shit.
Also, you don't you have a kid on the way?
No, he just had a kid. He just had it. Well, I think so, yeah. I think Ashanti had a kid already. But... why are we doing this? What will possess you? I know your music ain't going that well. You were just on tour with Janet Jackson. I know you're not that down bad.
Okay. So Nelly was asked to show his ID to police and his info was read for verification in accordance to Missouri Gaming Commission regulations. Had an active warrant for no insurance on a previous traffic stop. What the heck?
He had what? No insurance?
And okay, so this better be a case where like he just did not have insurance in the sense of he didn't have it like in his car.
But don't police officers have the database to actually determine specifically if you have insurance or not, or is it that's not it?
Man, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they do, and also I'm pretty sure if you, what was it? I think here in Texas, I don't know if it's just searchable or whatever. I know that if you have proof of insurance that it was existing, you could just go to the station. And I had insurance, and they'd be like, okay, your ticket's void.
Yeah.
So that was just carelessness.
Driving around with no insurance, keep going.
And then he was arrested for an active warrant, and while he was searched, there was 4 ecstasy pills.
He has a warrant?
So he had a warrant because of the no insurance. Which I think is a stupid warrant, by the way. Like, utilize police time for better things. But, needless to say, it's warrant out for arrest. And then you were just casually carrying ecstasy pills on you.
What? I'm confused. They gave him a ticket for no insurance.
No, they gave him a ticket for no insurance way back when.
Right.
So when they were checking his ID because I guess he was at a gambling event.
I get it now. So in other words, he probably didn't pay that ticket.
Yes, he didn't pay that ticket.
Son of a bitch.
Get an accountant. I'm not gonna as a normal.
It's Nelly. It's not like a UPS worker. It's Nelly. I know you're not that down bad. You can't fire an accountant to pay the fucking ticket. You got a warrant for your arrest, and when they busted you, they found 4 pills of ecstasy? Nigga, oh my God, what is going on?
It's not hard to...
If you squint your eyes, you think you're looking at Young Thug.
That's it. In the same prison. What you talking about? No, but no. Nelly, come on, pull the chair for a second. Nelly.
Sorry, Tom. Yo, cheap ass nigga.
You don't have to go to prison. I mean, jail. I keep on using prison loosely. You don't go to prison for. You don't have to even get. You shouldn't even like. I could imagine. Now I'm gonna try and play some little devil's advocate here. I can imagine a scenario where you're like, maybe the no insurance thing happened, and he's such a busy, high performing individual where you're like, fuck it, I just never took care of it. And that's why you have accountants and people to take care of this, because you can't afford to get got on anything as a black man in America. Just point blank period. I'm sorry, you have money, and they're gonna find it. Sorry about that. They're gonna find any reason they can.
And a knock on wood, just in case. And rubbing the wood like Kiki Shepard. Look.
They're gonna find any reason to get you. But a no insurance ticket ain't something but a couple $100 at the worst. And I'm sure you have insurance, and if you don't, that's problematic. That's a different thing.
Very problematic.
But it ain't got nothing but a couple $100. You take care of that, you back in it. But I thought you'd find some levity. What is it? Brevity in this, because quite frankly, it's dumb. It's just dumb. I was like, why?
Why would you do that? I can expect a regular hood booger to do some shit like that, but not you, Nelly. What is and the fact that this is on the tails of Justin Timberlake being charged? I think he was charged for possession or something like that. Night bad, G. Sleep well. What is going on with celebrities and this high-induced drug episodes that they're having? I don't know if he was high or not, but obviously he's taking the ecstasy because he probably realized, man, I got a kid. I got to take care of this kid. God,
that's the whole thing. To me, I am not one to judge people. I mean, certain, but I'm not one to judge people for whatever advice you have.
Okay.
But if you're gonna have that advice, it has to be done responsibly. Has to be done in a place where, like, and you just had a kid, and you just can't be having these cases come out like that. Yeah. Also, you're older. Like, what you doing taking ecstasy?
This nigga's old.
I don't think that's good for your heart. At that age, we're black. We got time lines. You're in the 50s camp. It becomes more serious. You know, there are vegetables and actual healthy greens,
alternatives
that you can consume. That'll make, but at the end of the day, you just got to be more cognizant of those things. That's a 20-year-old arresting type of thing, not a 40-year-old.
Let me tell you something. The Ye situation, yeah, crazy. But it ain't no stupid ass shit like this. That's stupid. But this is like on another level tier of stupidity. So, yeah. The Ye shit with the whole fucking, what was it, nitrous?
I'm not even touching that with a 10-foot pole.
But yeah, the Ye shit is like
not getting yeah. So like Ye doing crazy Ye shit.
Yeah, he's
evil doctor.
Oh my God. How do we pivot from that? From the Olympics to this? We talk about Simone Biles. We talk about Nelly getting arrested for
So, I don't know.
We get a wide range of niggatry going on in the show.
Well, I do not condone that yard. I will say there is quite a bit of foolishness.
Very much so.
That said, this isn't necessarily about black athletes, but it's about the general thing that's happening at the Olympics.
Okay.
You may have noticed that.
There's no AC?
Wait, there's no AC at the Olympics?
People were complaining. Well, somebody from Texas had to bring their own AC, by the way.
What?
Yes.
Oh, right. Other countries, and even other states, they don't take
I guess AC is not top priority.
AC is not a thing like that. It's hard to like concept sometimes because I'm like, as a Texan, you're like,
yeah.
Imagine not having AC here. This would be the Hunger Games.
The Last of Us.
So there's been a trend of proposals happening at the Olympics.
That. Yeah.
And first one being Olympian Louis Chen proposed to.
I saw that.
I'm not even going to try and. I'm not going to try and butcher names here. But had a proposal. It was cute. It was lovely. Yeah. It was warm. Make you feel good?
Sure.
Did it make you smile a little bit?
More like fucking had to be in love.
You hate on love?
Shout out, fuck love.
Well, fortunately, there are quite a few threads out there. I'm trying to see if I can find one.
People, of all the proposals?
No. Of people. I'm using that one. I'm going to show another one.
Yeah.
People just hate. Particular.
The player haters ball.
Particular people were like, how dare you steal this moment from her?
Golly.
Because she just won gold.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you steal this moment from her? How dare you choose to propose? How dare you choose to propose
when she just won gold medal? Dare you scoundrel?
And
you just imagine people
and actually,
on the internet just be typing negative shit just to hop on the internet just to talk negative shit.
It's like how do I describe it? They said you stole her day, and unfortunately, the main culprit for this hate has been given grace by the African Americans, the black folk of Twitter.
Really?
That's what we've been dominated. I can't really show this tweet because it kind of goes wild. But one of them, literally, the man is like, it literally said, ignore black Americans.
Golly!
Avoid black Americans who hate this video. And he goes on to slavery stuff. And I said, sir, a little wild.
It's a country?
But people like to hate on cute things. And I said, look, the way I perceived it was, she had like make it the biggest day of her life.
Absolutely.
She won a gold and she got diamond. She
this man just gave you some diamonds too.
She's all about her. To me, that sounds like a day you give to yourself.
Cantankerous individuals that just don't like life.
They don't like happiness. They don't like people just being able. And I'm really trying hard to find that one tweet thread.
I'm like, Sammy, get in here.
I'm just kidding. Because it's wild how... Oh, wait,
what?
here we go.
A dairy ring? What is that?
Hold on, let me see if I can... Sorry, y'all. Normally, I'd have these ones pulled up, but it's Twitter, so like all the tweets I had thought would be still top are no longer top. That said, so people had that feedback on that proposal, and literally you had people who were like, "Hey, you know, there is like, and we're talking about it like, you know, you bitter as he stole her moment. chicks are being losers, right? And whoever said they stole, like, you know, he stole her moment, I don't believe that, because at the end of the day, she won gold.
Right.
Number two, you know, it's compounding that.
Yeah.
Anyone can propose in any way they want to. Now that's it. On the inverse, we had no, look. It's not even like a.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So we got now on the inverse, we've got the French athlete who proposed to her man, and she said,
a non-tradition engagement.
Now, first of all, the only comeback I had here was like, "Hey, you ain't gonna win a medal and then propose on me like that. You ain't gonna embarrass me. So, you ain't gonna win a medal and then make me feel like I ain't." I'm kidding.
Get up.
Like, get up. You're an Olympian already. My face is not supposed to be seen. You're too good for me.
No, I'm not with you, girl.
But jokes aside, when people saw this,
Oh my God.
they were ready. They were ready to bring it back to the she had to make it about her. He stole her moment. You know, this is not fair to the man. Imagine the pressure she's putting on him. So they were making fun in reference to that previous exchange.
Jeez.
Because there was so much backlash on the
Backlash for
previous,
it. Yeah.
on the previous stage that they were like, where are the people who are saying he stole her moment? But people are just mad.
Just bitter.
Just mad and bitter. And it has nothing to do with your relationship. Look, especially because there's so much, there is a bit of a controversial, hypocritical take on, like, you know, women proposing. And you know, it's not your relationship.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
you
not your
don't-
relationship to judge.
Not your relationship to judge. And some people take it like as, like, in my case, I could never imagine a realm where my girlfriend proposes to me. Not,
Oh, yeah, she do? Would you be like, get up?
it's not that. I just know she wouldn't. Just, you know,
She's not the type. She's not the type.
type.
No, I get it.
But also, like, you talk about, like, but if you're at that stage in that your relationship with that significant other, you've already talked about it,
Yeah.
right? Like, or to some degree.
There has been some talks about it, at least.
So it's just one of those things where it's like every relationship's a little different, and that's totally fine, but it's not yours. So you can just be happy they got a little engagement.
Someone
Yeah, my problem was like, my biggest problem with that wasn't necessarily it wasn't even that the guy was getting proposed to. It was that he's getting proposed to by an Olympian. So I mean, he's just like, I'm like, bro, you really making me look great. Like, y'all making me struggle.
I gotta work hard.
I'm an engineer.
I have nothing to equate to this, okay?
I'm a doctor.
And that's still low to her.
Yeah, I said, he's a world-class athlete. I got me, because the other one was two Olympians. So it's like, you ain't gonna catch me.
You're a doctor? Fuck out of here.
Ray 10 boy, 6'9", 420. Oh, wow. What's up with you? Welcome to the chat. But that guy, but essentially, there's been a lot of proposals, a lot of love happening in the air, and I think that's really cool. I do think that but I will say, if you get proposed to or proposed, or if you get proposed to or are the proposer of an Olympics athlete and you're doing it on the camera, you know y'all can never get divorced, right? Y'all just scream on this shit. No, you ain't. I say,
If you get engaged in public, you gotta get a divorce in public.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. No. I said, barring any circumstances, we gonna work through things every time. I said, if I'm an Olympic athlete, I'm willing to do it.
Yeah.
We gonna work through
We
things.
gonna work this.
You know, I just-
We're gonna go on the Steve Harvey show.
Yeah, that's it.
We're gonna work it out.
Now you ain't. I didn't put that shit on camera to billions of people for you to not work this out with me.
You better call that therapist real quick. Okay, Ray.
Call your Ray. What's up, Ray?
Damn, he said 69, 420. Damn. He a freak.
But now, but nah, I was like, you know, it's cool. I also think it's like, man, I think it's crazy to even like do it. That sounds like a lot of butterflies.
Yeah, because that's the expectation of I have to win. You know what I'm saying? If I lost, I'm not going to prepare to be engaged with you, or I'm not going to prepare to engage. But if I win, I'm like, okay, This is an extra bonus. This is added bonus on top of that. But if I lost, I'm not proposing. I lost.
No, I'm.
My spirit is crushed.
Don't propose to me if I'm not on that podium.
Shit. You better wait till we get back to the hotel with no AC.
Mm-hmm. Don't even, if I'm even in bronze, don't do that for me. This is silver or gold.
Yeah.
I need actual ring colors before I get diamonds.
Don't propose to me until 4 years later.
Yeah.
The next Olympics. Okay.
I can only be proposed to on Olympic years.
Not odd leap years and shit. Golly. Boy.
But, actually, I might tell that to people. Hey, start telling your men, start telling your girls, you only propose on Olympic years. They'll be confused, but they'll be ready.
Damn, is this the same nigga?
Why? Why do you say V2? Let me upgrade. I said, why is there a V2? V1 ain't even chat that much yet.
He only said 2 sentences.
What happened?
You're not giving him a chance. Are y'all twins?
Ray and Ray with an E.
Ray and Ray version 2.
But also, the woman who proposed was from Olympic speed walking. I don't know if you've seen Olympic speed walking.
I've seen speed walking. It's ridiculous. But
Olympic speed walking is wild because they are floating.
Please don't show. I don't want to be rude and laugh.
No. We going to see it. And you can't be rude to Olympians. But what's crazy is the speedwalkers, their mile time. You would die, Lord.
How much
the speedwalkers' mile time is like something crazy. It's like 6-7 minutes. Like a mile. Like I was like, at that point, yeah. If I see you walk
like that,
yeah, if I see you walk faster than I can run a mile, don't disencourage me from doing cardio more than I'm already discouraged from doing cardio. I don't need more discourage.
It's just the soda thing.
It's the soda drug, bro. They getting it. They're like, hit it, left, right.
they literally doing the Trump move.
Yeah, bro. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how they go about that. But we've also had the other couple of Olympic events, stuff that I think you hadn't covered, but we talked about before. We talked about the shooters last time, and the really cool poses that they get to do in Olympic shooting.
Oh yeah. The guy that just looked like
hand in pocket.
Yeah.
And then of course the Korean shooter who was like fucking like some futuristic stuff. Yeah, like it's cool. But I think it's just and yes, to your point, Mr. Charles, I didn't even know there's such a thing as Olympic speed walking. That's kind of what I wanted to almost end ourselves on. Just taking a little examination at all the Olympic sports that we actually don't talk about.
Oh yeah, I actually do. Shout out to Lauren Scruggs, first black woman to ever medal in fencing. She got the silver medal in her individual event. The gold medal went to her teammate Lee Kiefer. She also won gold for the team, women's team fencing. So shout out to that. Jamaica, surprise, surprise. Jamaica's actually doing pretty well in field events. They're not. The fuck? Is that a fucking fly?
And to your point, sorry, I was pulling it up because I did want to highlight this as well. Oh, not Facebook.
Yeah, first black woman to ever medal from Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn!
And people are like, how come? And it's like, tell me what schools have fencing.
Oh, the fuck?
Bro, what's on your eye? Hold up.
Is it on my eye?
Bro, what's on your eye? Hold up. It's like, close your eye. Bet it.
Okay, Sammy, we need to get you a floss water.
Hold on, let me see. No, it's still on there, dog. Okay, yeah. Like.
Nigga, what is going on? This nigga tree. I don't see it anymore.
No, it's literally on your eye right there.
Nigga, what the hell?
There it goes.
Nigga, please don't let me die. All right. Yeah, Lauren Scruggs, first black woman to ever medal.
We were fighting bugs.
All day. Jumanji. So, shout out to her. It's like I said, a Jamaican. They're normally not that great to. They're not that great in field events, but they are great in track. Jamaicans got silver in shot put, first place in discus men. Let's see. They got long jump. I think they did that. But yeah, shout out to Jamaicans. I mean, we don't hear much about field events much because it's like track is the most exciting sport. But yeah, shout out to them for that specifically. Oh, another thing. Shout out to Nigerian American. Her name is Annette E. something. I don't want to butcher her last name. I can't pronounce it. She got second place. She's an American woman. Got second place in hammer throw.
Talk about Ray. I'm gonna need you to stop talking to yourself, dog. Stop.
Nigga, not you sitting next to your computer with your phone talking about, yep, me too. Yep, me too.
Let's not do that. That said, Africa's been having a great show out. I was actually pulling up this article. Day one in rugby sevens. Algeria became the Olympic champion in uneven bars. And just a variety of standouts from Africa, even having a great showing as well. So, hey, because Blaxcellence extends to all Black individuals across the world, you got to highlight some of the amazingness. And of course, you have Kenya's Beatrice Sherbet, who wins even the maiden women's 5,000 meter title.
Yikes.
Which, again, I crash out at 100. So if you're someone who's like, hey, you know, what's your mile time? I said, ooh, I crash out at 100.
If you were highlighting Black in different sports, shout out to Julian Accard. Julian Accard is now the world's fastest woman. She's the first woman to ever medal for St. Lucia. She won a gold in the 100 and silver in the 200. Of course, I know, shout out to Sha'Carri and Melissa Jefferson for getting silver and bronze. Shout out to Harvard graduate. She went to got her master's degree in epidemiology here in UT. Miss Gabby Thomas won gold medal for 200. Good for her.
Oh, my bad. I almost forgot. And then we'll end off in this in a second. But if you ever curious on all of the Olympic sports, there's way more than you think. And in particular, I actually played handball in college.
Is that really fun?
Okay, so which handball? I played both versions.
It's the one that they actually playing with.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
But I was actually on, collegiately, I was on the other one where you, played, in the racquetball. So very different handball. But I played a handball in college.
How do you play that? Same way?
Think of it same as racquetball. Like, you're in the room, except you have a glove.
Really? So you just throw it against the wall?
So it's like you hit it. It's like with your hand. It's just kind of cool. Hold on.
I get I think I know what you're talking about. But I'm so used to seeing it with the racket, not with the hand. Interesting.
Yeah, it's American handball. First of all, I don't know if you ever played racquetball, but
no, I'm afraid.
Racquetball kind of gets out there. All right, racquetball. If you never played racquetball, it's a lot of fun, but this is handball.
Yeah, I would figure that would be
Good
it.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nancy from Neha Inc.
But
don't they play a lot of this in New York?
They do. They play it a lot at UT too. So,
really?
So we played it a lot. And when you got two because I was fit back then, you got two fit people, bro. You jumping over.
Right.
I mean, when I was doing run on walls, it was like some Matrix stuff. You'd be like, what are they doing in there? Be like, it was really fun.
Yes, Ray, we actually do have a YouTube channel. It's themexcellence, same as our channel name. So yeah, check us out.
We have a channel? I'm kidding. Please, guys, if you can, if you are a supporter of us on Twitch, first of all, let us know what type of content you'd like to see on YouTube in particular. But also, go support our YouTube. Making sure that gets a lot of love too.
Mr. Solitude Guy. So we were just talking about that, I think, last week.
Yeah, and actually, that's what I was going to talk about. That's what I wanted to end on.
I definitely want to see this. It comes out, this Friday? Or not? No, not Friday. What's tomorrow? The 9th?
Yeah, tomorrow's the 9th.
Okay, so it starts tomorrow.
So, tomorrow at 9 a.m. When I said, if there was an Olympic event would want to do, if given the chance, I would love to pop, lock, and break it, all right?
Okay.
That sounds so cool. I love it because breakdancing is one of the
So
most
generational.
underrated athletically. Like, you have to be athletically gifted to do it and do it well. I'm so happy a form of dance is in the Olympics.
But does that make us look bad when there's like a 50-something-year-old man that can do breakdancing?
No. It makes me rise to the occasion. You take it for weakness. I take it for grand rising, my brother. I need you to step up to the challenge. Yeah, bro. I'll be sitting there and be like, hey, like, get it? I'll be forgetting I'm in a competition. I'll be like, that's my song.
Right,
That's my song. Hey.
Are we done? Are we done? We're just like,
But also,
I'm still going.
I think people, and to your point, Apocalypse,
Yeah.
when it comes to breaking, I think people are like, oh, there's going to be quite a few, African Americans part of this association, but Asian countries and breakdancing, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
They first of all, breakdancing is big in Japan. Like, it's great. Like
Very big in Japan.
it's like
Surprising.
so many cultures have taken and involved what breakdancing is. So I'm excited to see what's going to pop off.
I consider breakdancing similar to fried chicken in the aspect of we taught Koreans how to make.
Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up again. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. I got so much.
Wait.
I got so much hate for it.
We taught Koreans how to make fried chicken, and they pretty much outdone us now at this point. Breakdancing is the same exact way.
Can you repeat that? Korean fried chicken.
We taught
is
Koreans
what?
how to make fried chicken, and now they have taken off. To me, I think that Koreans make fried chicken better than we do. I know people are going to give us backlash. I gives
What
no
are you talking
fucks.
about? What are they already giving us backlash?
I gives no fucks about that. But I consider breakdancing to be the same thing. We started breakdancing. It's originated here, and they have taken off with it.
No, a lot of cultures have just taken and run with it. But I think whereas I could say definitively Korean fried chicken is the best fried chicken, I would also say I'm still petty about it. But with that, I think breakdancing, now you've got different forms and vibes for different countries. So we're gonna see it all perform well. I can't wait to see who's gonna come out and show out. But if you're ever curious and you're like, what other Olympic sports are there? There is a bunch, from weightlifting to swimming to rhythmic gymnastics, which is common, all the way to now including breaking. Well, and I love that logo. Look at that. That's dope. A record with some shoes. That with some kicks.
Fair.
Thank you for what turned into Twitter and Olympics showcase.
The most underrated food is great. It is very underrated.
What? I mean,
depending on what you're doing.
I don't want to die on this again. I can't take another TikTok. I'm not normally phased. That was the most ignorant filled TikTok comments I've ever heard in my life.
They're coming for your ass.
I was like, y'all ain't never had a bite of that chicken.
Hey, if you want to insult us, send your messages to Sammy Gonzalez. Send all your hate to him. Okay? No, but I don't give a fuck about people giving mad at us that Korean chicken's better than fried chicken.
It's best fried chicken. The point. I mean, it's good, but not the point. But all cultures do some things great, and we're excited to see how breakdancing comes about. I'm also excited to see. I'm really excited to see just.
Oh, I'm excited for the relays.
And of course, still got that. But the reason why breaking's such revolutionary is just because truly, it's something that came from the culture.
Yeah.
Only find it in some place only find it in New York. Get real inspired. B-boying was like a thing, and to imagine now kids can be like, that's actually an Olympic thing that I can do that.
Yeah,
I can get. That's cool.
This man said we started from our culture. It came from us, and we're not even going to medal in the.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I actually don't believe that.
I think we're gonna medal. I think we are.
I think America has a good chance of medaling.
Yeah. But it's.
But I think this is also one where we don't know. We truly don't know what other countries are bringing into the game. I also don't know how it's going to be judged. So,
yeah, that's one of the things that I brought up to Mark is that how do they actually judge it? Do they judge it on the same technicality as the gymnastics?
Yeah, I think it'll be in the more gymnastics technical.
Yeah.
How you're performing, maybe
height, creativity,
Yeah.
technical or your form. Yeah.
But money and presence brings life into creativity and nuance,
Absolutely.
right? And so I think we'll probably see some styles of breakdancing and things like, because we can highlight. I'll put it this way: we can highlight. Even to some extent, I can highlight some European influences towards breaking. I can highlight American influence towards breaking,
Absolutely.
and then of course Asian, APAC region influencers breaking. There's a multitude of
lot
other
of
places in the
regions.
world
Yeah.
that I have no idea what.
We're definitely going to get a lot of different styles here,
and it'll be so
tomorrow.
cool. Because I mean, I can imagine, like I can just imagine so many influences. So yeah, tomorrow 9 a.m. should be a good time. Outside of that, I know I'm excited for the relays. I'm also excited to see what happens with basketball as well, and Twitter. We'll be there to watch as things come through. Thanks to Twitter has been popping off a lot with the Olympics, so that's why our show was so Olympic driven today. But it also gave us a little Nelly love there too, so that was a lot of fun.
Nelly love.
Nelly showcasing. I will end off with one more Olympic clip, and then we'll be put that off. I said no.
Hey, we selling this in 5
Stop
cents.
it! But what we can do is hold up.
Jeez.
Off with
It's almost 6 a.m. for me. Where are you at, Ray?
well, Matt Chocolate Gaming just got out of Borderlands. What were your thoughts before we get out of here?
Do we really want to know?
I'm
we
curious.
already know the answer to that.
No. I'm all about a person who formulates your own opinions based off of. I'm kidding. No, like just tell us how good it was.
Ray, you know what you should do? You should go on the. Oh, you're in Serbia. Wow. Okay. I was about to say, Ray, you should answer yourself with version 2. Should I go to bed? Yes. Well, thank you for watching from Serbia. We appreciate that a lot that you're watching.
We said Serbia won too many times, and now they're here. That's awesome. Get your Serbian friends to watch us too.
Absolutely. 0%.
Hold up, I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Oh, wait. Ooh.
That's exactly what we thought would happen.
Ooh.
Mad Chocolate, thank you for your verbose thoughts on the matter. But you know what? I'm going to get us out of here. We have been going on for a little bit. Y'all guys got a full show. Hopefully we'll be joined back with Mr. McGrew next time. But if not, I've got something else in the back pocket. We can also close out on some more Olympic stuff. Anyway, if you guys like what we got going on here, please be sure to check out us on Okay, check us out on all forms of social media in particular. Love for y'all guys to see us show out on the YouTube, the Twitch, the TikTok, and the Instagram. We're also on Twitter.
Bless you.
We don't tweet, but we're on Twitter. So, thank y'all.
Bye.
Come check us out anytime. I'm gonna go. No, I'm not even showing you. You don't get the goodbye. You get away from here.
Not the niggas for no.
Pause. You just missed us? We missed you too, Sonoro. Catch us next time.
Bye.